name is Janice Pescator, and I'm a professional, certified professional coach, as is my friend Cindy Gardner, who's not here, but she's a colleague of mine. So Robin asked me to talk to you about this tool, and it is a tool, and because this is a lot of what we do with clients when you coach. And there's two parts to this particular page, and it's so worth spending your time to really put effort and thought into it. So one part of it is the goal setting part. And this is really, we say conceive. This is really what you conceive of what it is that you really want to achieve while you're here. We're all here at 6 o'clock in the morning for a reason. You made a decision to come and join and do this challenge. And so that's the part where we really think about what our goal is. So there's goals and accountability. So goals are really the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, okay? And honestly, the true purpose of a goal is to become the person that you need to be in order to achieve it. That really is the essence of goal setting. So when you think of what attributes and what we need to dig into here in order to be able to pull this off, what are some of the things that we have to do? And what kind of characteristics do we have to pull from? Maybe that we haven't shown before. Maybe anybody.
Self-control.
Self-control. What else?
Determination.
Determination.
Discipline.
Discipline. Focus.
You have to have confidence.
Confidence. So all of these things. So what happens is that at the end of this journey, you're a different person. You become a different person in the process of really sticking to it. So getting down to the specifics of it. First of all, on the goal side, which is now let's get specific. It's not enough to just say, I want to lose weight, or I want to lose a lot of weight, because that's very vague. And honestly, the law of attraction, there's something called the law of attraction, and what you put out is what you're going to get. So when you're talking about, these are SMART goals, and the SMART part of it, the S is to make it very specific. So you really have to fine-tune it as much as you can. Really, what is it that you're trying to get out of it? Maybe it's not a weight loss. Maybe it's strength and balance, which was my initial goal coming in here. Maybe it's to fit into a particular piece of clothing. Maybe it is just to have more vitality. So you have to choose and decide, and it can be more than one of those. So it has to be as specific as possible. What do you want to accomplish? That's the conceive part. Make it measurable. So if you can't measure your progress, number one, you will lose focus. And number two, it just is the gauge that keeps you going. So every time that you get to that next level, you achieve something. Maybe it's to do more reps of a particular exercise, maybe a push-up on your feet instead of on your knees. That's measurable progress. And when we measure, it affirms that we are on the right path, that we're really working towards our goal and we're getting somewhere. So it's really important to know how you're going to measure your goals. Make it attainable. So to say, I want to lose 50 pounds by next Monday, which of course many of us want to, but that's not reasonable and it's not attainable, right? So you have to make it realistic for yourself. So that's really important. And then how is that going to be accomplished? This is really important, because you can say, well, I would like to release 10 pounds or whatever, but you have to have a plan. So how are you going to make that work, and you're going to stick to it? Make it relevant. So is the goal worth working hard to accomplish? And I always say, when the pain of being where you are becomes more than what it takes to get you where you want to go, that's when you really make a commitment. So how much do you really want to change? How much do you really want what you're here to achieve? And that's the relevant piece. Is the goal worth working hard to accomplish? And then T, make it timely. When will it be accomplished? So, we're in a 10-week cycle here, which is great because that time is actually built in for us. But the thing is, you can set any kind of time goals. And so even if it's in weekly increments, what do I want to achieve from week to week? How many reps do I want to do? Whatever it is for you. That's really important to have an end date. Otherwise, this thing goes on endlessly, and you really never really achieve your goal. It's kind of like, I want to get from here to there, but I don't really know when. You could be walking around the room for, a month. So that's the part about the setting the goals. Now, on the other side, and this is what really coaching is all about, or one piece of it, is the accountability piece, because I know I let myself off the hook all the time. As a matter of fact, that's why I said to some of the girls in our 6 o'clock class who have not been following the food program, what do you think? We're here at 6 o'clock, let's do it. So, but that's the accountability piece. And so what this means is that you're not just accountable to yourself, because on the day that you don't want to get up, you're going to be like, too tired, don't want to go. But if you know that someone else is waiting for you, or or looking for you, or you have promised another person, you're more apt to keep your promises to that. So this is the part that is pretty self-explanatory. You put your name in, you choose somebody that you would like to be accountable to. A lot of times it's better to be accountable to someone that you don't know that well, because you know what friends do? You both let yourselves off the hook. So, and that's not a good thing. So choose someone maybe that you don't even know that well, and like you two cannot be partners. I'm only kidding.
No, she's tough.
I'm only kidding.
She'll keep me alive.
So then, once you decide on it, and it's the date today, I think it's the 15th, the next thing is, my responsibilities include the following that I will do. And it says, answer the question of what you will do, such as meet for class every day, do extra workouts on the weekends, recipe swap. I know Cindy and I are accountability partners. We work together, so it's really easy for us to be able to say, hey, I'll make this for lunch, or we'll bring this, or what are we eating, and just really commiserate on that. It's very good. So it could be committing to class and the plan and whatever it is. As a reward for holding up my end of the contract, well, everybody loves the reward at the end of the day. How many of us love the cheat meal? I mean, or the free meal? What is that called?
Treat.
Oh, treat. I'm saying treat. You see how I framed that? the
Cheat
treat
is what
meal.
you have when it's not a treat meal.
Exactly. So think about your reward. I put here a drink, so being real. The responsibilities of my accountability partner include, and what is my expectation of her for me? And in order to help me, what do I really need personally? We all need something different. And if I don't hold up the end of my contract, my consequences will include, and this could be something that you could do for your accountability partner, or whatever. So that, again, that's something personal that you would like to think about with that person. And then you sign it, and this is really your covenant to yourself and to the other person. And not only that, it's not just about you, because when you do this accountability thing, you are helping the other person to stay focused too. And that's all what this is about. So, any questions about this? In 10 weeks, we're going to be different people than we are today, right? Because now we're kicking the food plan in, yeah.